Then I shall start the recording.
Okay. So what up?
Alright. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Identitatem Discrimin Lies Within. Last we left off, Dedma was able to overcome impossible odds and was able to beat another member of the Contrabida Gang's execution squad member, Makali Mutan, and her especially deadly ability combined with her natural constitution, which allowed her to assault Dedma from far away using direct attacks. With Dedma having fulfilled her mission, only one person remains. Mirai, and her fight against the leader of the execution squad, Rosas Kadiliman, a girl with a troubled childhood and is now a powerful and experienced warrior trained specifically to kill.
Saan nga sila?
Right, hold on. I can close this. You're applying Vicks.
Dami kong kagat. Doon sa resort. Ang lalaki.
Does Vicks actually help with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pagkagat mo ng lamok talaga ang bits.
Alright. So, Rosas finally finishes her prayer. She stands up and with a gentle
Asan
smile.
sila? Asan sila located?
The church, Bahal.
Oo nga, okay.
She looks at Mirai with a gentle and calm smile. Grabbing her parasol, she asks Mirai, "Right, let's get this over with then, let's do our business then, shall we? Let's go somewhere a bit more private and ensure no one else will be involved within our matters." Mirai, understanding that she doesn't want any civilians getting involved as well in what would probably be a very brutal bloodshed, reluctantly agrees, unsure of whether or not this is some sort of ambush attack planned. As Mirai and Rosas step out of the chapel, actually, yeah, sure, why not? Can Mirai roll for perception for me?
Wait. One D10. Perception. 4. 1D10. Wow, 2. 10 ba to?
Yes, that's a 10-sided die.
2.
Alright.
Naman,
You still need to roll the d20.
Dalawa ba? Ayaw nga, ano ba yan? Ulitin ko na lang. No?
Fine.
Ha?
fine, I'll allow it.
Oh, hindi ko naman alam eh. Kala ko 1 D10 lang. Yung pala.
You've forgotten so
Dalawa?
quickly.
Ibig sabihin pala ng 1, isang 20, isang ano. Pag 2D10, dalawang 10. Diba?
Yes.
12 and 6.
That's an 18. My calculator's over here. Alright. Yeah, I'd say that's good enough. Hold on. After recording. Gucci. Alright. As Mirai and Rosa steps out of the church, or as they're heading out, Mirai notices a person who was also kneeling and praying, as if waiting for this, for some sort of, for this perfect moment. She looks. Mirai notices that this person gave Rosas a very, very deadly looking stare. But there's no time for quarries. And and Mirai decides to ignore it. Right. So Mirai and Rosas, they go out of the church. They're now in some kind of open field, somewhere, the city a bit far away from them, and on the other side, leading to a vast forest. Although
may
it is...
mga ano, tarsier. Andun
Yeah.
sila.
Sure.
Nakundad mo yan?
Sure, they're going there then. Although it is the morning, the air is cold and the sky is dark. The clouds the clouds swirl down at last. The dark gray clouds, and finally droplets of water fall from the sky, and soon enough it is indeed raining. Rosas just casually opens up her parasol to shield herself from the rain. I never expected I'd use this umbrella for its intended purpose. Anyway, 10 meters apart. This should be a good enough starting point. This should be a good enough distance for a fair and equal fight for the both of us. No? What does Mirai think? Did she say anything?
Anong quirk ni Rosas? Hindi pa niya pinapakita?
You do not know.
Rosas, as early as now, I'll tell you. You have to surrender. I know that you're a good person because you believe in God. You have to listen to me. I don't want to shed a blood in here in Bohol.
In response to this, Rosas, still clutching her parasol, closes her eyes and laughs. Well, forgiveness and kindness, huh? Well, I appreciate you for believing that about me, but unfortunately, it is way too late for me. There is no avoiding this clash. In this day, today, at this very field, one of us will have to come out, only one of us will have to come out alive. It's the only way.
But we have to prevent this.
Sorry, but no can do. If you're not willing to fight, then I'm afraid it's going to be you who dies.
Okay then, if I cannot convince you to surrender, let's start this battle. And
Then
I'll
so
tell
it
you,
shall be.
and I'll tell you, you're gonna regret this in the end.
I like your fighting words now. Now you're someone worth killing. Rosha's eyes glow with bloodlust as all prior kindness seemingly disappears in an instant, and her eyes glow
Ano ni Mirai, di ba
a
si
crimson
Shooting Star?
red. Yes,
Yun yung espada ba?
yes. I urge you, fight with everything you can and don't hold back. And with that, Mirai and Rosas are finally through with talking to each other. Rosas assumes her fighting stance while still clutching her parasol, while Mirai also assumes a fighting stance with a sword, with a hand on her hip and another in a bit of a pose like this, as if she's about to sheath a blade. The two of them are deadly silent. Neither are willing to make any move. They're like statues, because the two of them know that any single mistake could prove fatal in this fight. They wait for an opportunity. As the rain pitter patters around and the winds rustle the trees, a single rock nearby falls down onto the ground thanks to the strong winds by the rain, and as the sound of that rock, as the rock drops and it makes a noise, that is Mirai and Rosas' cue to fight. Mirai gets to go first.
I will attack immediately, without hesitation.
Alright, let's see your range.
Close range yun, di ba?
Yes, she uses movement. It is 6. And 6 has a range of 20 meters. Yeah, you can attack from right there. I assume you're gonna make it a focus action? Alright. So that is movement with advantage 3 total.
Ano?
Advantage 3 total. Movement.
Asan ang movement niya? 6. So, bali 5 ang 8. Ha? Bali 5.
Yes. Tun tun. Oh, why doesn't she?
Oh, wow!
What did you roll?
Yung 20 ni Mami 1.
Nice.
Pag meron ako nag-explode, isang 8. And then 6. 1 plus 8 plus 6. Dalawang po yun, di ba?
Yes.
1 plus 8 plus 6 plus... Oh, 8 again!
Nice. You may have rolled a natural 1, but you are exploding.
Plus... 5. 28. Total. Very well.
Oh, shit. Alright, so what did you roll total?
28.
At 28.
Yeah.
Alright. I shall make a defend action. Alright, that was shitty. That's a 3 plus a 5 plus a 2. That is only a 10. She fails to intercept. Mirai, her sword manifests, and she wastes no time and immediately goes for an attack. Shooting star! Woof. She swings her sword, and the strength and speed of the swing causes the air to create a strong wave. The rain is cut along the path of this wind projectile that Mirai created and heads towards Rosas. Rosas notices this immediately and tries to protect herself, but she was too late, and she takes the full brunt of the hit as it hits her right in the stomach, and she convulges naturally from it. Goes like that. And that is Mirai's turn. Rosas coughs up some blood, but then, despite having managed to be hit, Rosas laughs. Good, very good. It's been a while since I've had a good, proper fight. Someone who was actually able to injure me. A strange noise starts permeating all around the... no, wait, that's the wrong place. No wonder. That's right, come at me. Rosas, there's this sound of, like, it seems like glass reverberating all around, echoing, like they're everywhere. Mirai can't tell where they're going from, but Mirai assumes that the glass noises that's being made is the result of Rosas's id ability. She uses her action to move away. Since she made a defend action, she can't actually attack. And that's her turn.
Tapos na kaagad si Mirai.
It's Mirai again, yeah.
Sama na. Ha?
Yes.
I will shield the star. Ano nga yung ano niya? Pangalan ng ano niya? Di ba ano yun? Sword?
Yeah. You're gonna try something?
Attack pa rin. Pwede ba niyang ihalos yung ano niya?
She's up to something. Should I continue? Should I approach her? Or should I try being defensive? Mirai thinks. Well, nothing's stopping you from moving back in range.
Yeah. Hindi ako lalapit. Pwede bang si shooting star yung ito-throw ko?
I mean, sure, you can do that, but since that will be with disadvantage.
Kasi malayo. So, ano nga? Pwede siyang mag-boon action.
Yeah.
Diba tama, boon?
Boon is something good you'll do to yourself.
Bane pala. Kaya, ano na lang si Mami.
What exactly are you gonna try?
Ano ko siya. Di ba movement action? I-immobilize ko.
Alright. Well, you're still kind of
Far?
out of range, yeah. So this will still be with disadvantage, even if it's not a damaging attack.
Okay.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ayaw kaya wag na. Focus action na lang. Attack.
Alright, focus action to attack Rosas from this distance.
Lalapit.
If you move, then it can't be a focus action.
Okay lang.
Alright. Then, in that case, taking into account the stuff that is movement with only advantage 1.
Saan ako? Okay. 28, so 3.
Oh.
Uy. 16. May nag-explode. 8 plus 6. 16 plus 8 plus 6 plus 30 na. Plus 5. 35.
Wait, what did you roll?
35.
Damn.
16 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5.
Right. I hoped I could use this later, but I'm gonna use it now. Since you used 2 of your green tokens last time, that meant I got this, an anti-point, and I believe I shall use it right now. Yeah, you know that 35-year-old? Negated. It missed.
Okay.
Unfortunately for you, didn't actually succeed at the hit. Mirai
Hindi pa rin
decides.
pinapalabas ni Rosa sa kanyang id.
Well, like I said, it appears like her id is already doing something. Like Mirai can hear the noises.
Yeah. The wind.
Mirai is undaunted, and she decides to go for another wind attack strike. Shooting star once again. Whoosh! This time a bit more vertical oriented. Once again, it slices through the rain and heads towards the floating away Rosas. By the way, yeah, that's how she's moving. She's not just walking backwards. She's flying.
Rosas?
Yeah. It's like she's flying somehow. However, before it could even hit Rosas, the wind suddenly dissipates. It's as if it hit something, but it wasn't Rosas, and there was no damage at all. And Mira is like, Nani?
Shocked. Yeah, very shocked.
Alright, at that power level, I see. Alright, Rosas shall continue to move away. I'm just gonna make Mirai move away. Sorry, excuse me. Anyway, she moves away, and then I'm gonna make an action. 2 actions, in fact. Wait, let me read this again, just for clarification.
Na-charge mo yung
Oh, not yet. Later. Alright. Oh my. Unreal.
Nag-explode pareho?
The D20 and the D6. Yes.
Hello, grabe.
That is a 20 plus 10 plus 6 plus 5 plus 3. That's a 44. Okay. Hmm. I didn't think this through too well. Alright. Uh, as more noises go in and out, uh, Rosas appears to be flying. As she moves back, she also suddenly flies high up into the air. As she's surrounded, the rain around her the rain seems to be avoiding her as she's not even getting wet anymore.
Sinong hindi napabasa? Si ano?
Rosas, yes, and she's also high up in the air now. Uh, and Mirai is just confused as to like, how is she doing that? Rosas is like, isn't it obvious? This is the power of my ability, Tempestissimo. The reason, the results of Contravida's experiment against on me. An invincible ability. Suddenly behind her, a boatload of weapons show up. And they're all pointing towards Mirai. Laser blasters, bazookas, missiles, and the likes.
Lahat ng deadly weapon.
You shall face a tempest, Mirai. Do you believe your measly wind attacks is enough against my blazing hurricane? Oh, and there's also laughter in the song, lol. Anyway, I'm not done yet. I'm doing one more thing. That's a 1 plus 1 plus 4. That's a 6. Never mind. She does not succeed. So never mind. That is indeed all she does. She's high up in the air now. 20 meters high up. It is Mirai's turn. Mirai is definitely no longer within range. And, you know, Rosas has a whole bunch of guns aimed at Mirai, huh?
Lalapit siya, tapos i-disarm niya si Rosas. Try niya to disarm ko.
Alright. Using your move action, you can get all the way up until here.
Okay.
So that leaves you at 10, 20, plus 20 for the elevation. Alright.
Disarm.
Alright, but she's definitely way too far away. But you can try to attempt, but it will be with disadvantage.
Okay.
You're gonna do it? Alright. That is movement, I'm assuming, with disadvantage too.
Wow. So, bali 4. Ang 8.
Yes.
Disadvantage 2. 9, 2, and 4. 9 plus 2 plus 4. 15 only.
15. Alright. Mirai conjures up a more focused wind blast trying to get rid of one of the weapons Rosas has mounted on her back. She shoots some more direct shot aimed at one of the weapons. But as the wind flies through, it vanishes as a weird visual thingy appears to block it. Barrier, in other words. You know, like those sci-fi barrier thingies. Visual things. Mira is like, shit, she has gun offense and defense.
What I'm gonna do now?
Anyway, that was Mirai's turn. It is Rosas's turn now. She continues to move far away. And now I shall attack. I believe it's time for me to make my attack now. Our Gatling gun starts spinning and making noise, and Mirai immediately knows she has to start running now. Oh boy. That's 2 explosions.
Wow.
And +6 +6 +4 +2. 27. Hold on. Alright, it's gonna hit. I'm gonna deal damage as well as inflict a bane. Do you wanna try making a defend action against my 27? Alright, how shall you defend against the assault of bullets that are gonna come your way?
Yeah, I know. Inflict ko siya ng persistent damage.
No.
Ano?
You just gotta tell me, maybe... Tell me what attribute you're gonna use to make... Tell me what attribute dice you're gonna use, and maybe describe how you're defending. You're not making a bane attack or a boon invocation or whatever. This is just a roll. So you just gotta tell me how you do it, and I'll tell you what to roll.
Agility.
Alright, she's gonna try doing matrix dodging. Sure, that works for me. Since she has defensive reflexes as a feat, you have advantage 1 on this.
Sa tatlo. Ano ba yan? 2, 1, 14, 17 only.
Alright, well that definitely fails. Rosas barrages Mirai with an onslaught of bullets, and they never seem to stop. Mirai tries her best dodging the bullet hell, but she's playing Toho against Rosas now, and she doesn't have the same hitbox as Reimu. She tries her best weaving, backflipping, using her sword to block some of the oncoming bullets, but unfortunately she is hit by a bunch of them.
Still got hit.
And she takes severe damage all over. Most importantly, in her legs, as she is rendered immobile with the immobile bane
Ano?
hitting her.
Ano na yan?
And now Mirai can't move. And yeah, she took 2 damage. And that is Rosas' turn. It's your turn. Ah! Mirai screams in pain as she clutches at her legs. Shit. I can't get closer, and she's just gonna keep getting farther. What an incredibly powerful ability.
Hindi na alam ni Mami kung anong gagawin niya. Ano ba siya?
You can use a move action to try resisting the Bane.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Then tell me, once again, this is just a roll. How is Mirai gonna deal with the immobile Bane? How is she gonna deal with the fact that her fucking knees have been shot?
Kumbaga, with all my mights, I'll try to dodge it and mawala yung
Well, I'd say that's more fortitude than might.
Yeah,
So, go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Just a d20. Yes. 16 minus 5 means you need to roll an 11.
Ha?
You need to roll an 11.
Bumaba talaga, 5 lang.
That's a fail. Mirai says, I have to continue finding a way to approach her somehow. I've dealt with way worse pain than this before. I need to catch up to her. She tries to stand up, but the moment she does, the bullets that were stuck inside her got lodged even deeper into her knee, and she bleeds out even further. And too much pain.
I think I have to be more careful now rather than finishing it immediately.
Right, you still have your major action. You can't attack her from the distance you're currently at. And since you're immobile, you can't move. So, I guess the only real thing you can do with that major action is try doing a boon. Or whatever else you can come up with. The sky's the limit.
Wait lang. I will inflict energy to myself.
What?
Ayun.
What do you mean? No, go look at the... What do you think? What are you going on about?
Ayan.
Shit, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. These are the boons you have access to. Movement. Whoa, why is this so slippery?
Baka yung lyrics ni Mami.
Nice, super smooth and buttery.
So, ito may mili.
Yes, as long as it has a power level of 6 or lower.
So, yung pinaka-the best siguro is to teleport near her.
Sure, you can do that at power level 5. Your teleportation range isn't changed, but you can now teleport your target to spaces that you can't see. So there are multiple stunned if you go somewhere wrong. Alright, so you can teleport the target to any unoccupied space within 2 meters per movement attribute score as long as you can naturally see your destination. Alright, so up to 12 meters then. Very well then, I shall allow it.
Kasi
Roll for movement.
Si Mirai nang hindi siya malapit eh.
You need to roll at least a 16 in order to succeed.
Anong gagawin ka?
Roll for movement. You need a 16. No advantage, no disadvantage.
Movement is 2d8, right?
Yes.
Ilan? Ilan dapat?
16.
Sa 20 muna ako. Uy, ano yun? Ano pa yan, Jen?
is that... Oh, a 2.
Ay, puro
Yikes.
ganyan ang 22.
Don't worry about it. It's just the way dice is usually. I'm confident you still got
6
this.
and 7. 15. Kulang pa ng 1. Pinapos ng 1. Ano ba yan?
Alright, how's this then? I'll rule this a success, but there's a twist. Mira is like, very well then. If I can't move, as a wise man once said, if I can't move with my legs, I'll use my arms instead. That was from My Hero Academia. That's how Deku got the idea to use his legs instead of his arms. Anyway, she releases her sword once again, and she swings backwards, causing a gust of wind to appear from below her. And she is launched forward, and is able to move ever closer to Rosas. Via flying, a kind of flying. However, the doing so sprained her already injured legs even further. So I'm gonna say you failed to resist the immobile bane one more time.
Okay.
But you managed to get closer. Yeah, holy shit, this is kinda rough.
Kaya nga eh. Malakas din kasi si Rosa.
She is kinda the final boss.
Kaya nga, ang dami niyang armor. Nasa likod lang niya. Hindi niya kailangan ng box. What are you buying? Yung box niya nasa likod niya.
Indeed. Huh, I see. You have ways of moving around. You still have ways of moving around even though I've crippled you. You really are as clever as I read up on. However... No, actually, I won't move. Isn't wind truly such a versatile thing? Three. Okay. Alright, so Rosas didn't do anything this round. She just kind of stood there and talked at you. Well, she's floating. As she's floating though and talking, Mirai notices something, some sort of hint at a potential weakness, maybe. So Rosas, it's like some sort of weird masking effect. I don't know how to describe it, but it's as if parts of her suddenly turned invisible. Like there was like suddenly a hole appeared in like her shoulder, and then the hole moved through her body until it disappeared. And it was a perfect through hole, like she could see the background behind. And that was Rosas' turn. You still have a chance. My plan is failing miserably right now because I am also not rolling very good.
Pero hindi maganda yung natin. Okay.
A bit of a stalemate we are.
Pwede ko na ba siyang i-disarm?
Again?
Try to O kaya i-deadly ko na siya. Ayan no, ni shooting star.
That is 10. Any... I guess you are within range. Now.
Sige lang.
Damn, I should have moved away. If you have time to talk, you have time to dodge. You're making a damaging attack?
Damaging attack.
Alright then. Are you not gonna do anything? What about your immobile? You wanna try being able to move your legs again? That is a movement action then. You wanna do that first?
Yes, sige. I-immobilize ko muna yung sarili ko.
Alright, that is, once
Tanggalin
again,
ko yung
just,
pagkaka-immobilize sa akin.
yes. Once again, that is just a d20 roll. You must roll an 11 or higher.
Please, give it to me.
If you fail this, there's no getting out of the immobile bane until this battle's over.
Kaya nga. Ano ba yan? Why?
And that's 3 strikes. Alright, so this is not gonna be a focus action attack then.
4?
Another 4.
Ayun na 5. Mas mataas pa.
Alright. So that is movement 6 with advantage 1 for your attack.
So, ano na ako? Movement?
Yes.
Sa tatlong? 3, right?
Yes.
8 ko. Pero,
You get to keep the 2 highest.
Five and 2. 17. 10, 5 and 2. 17. Pababa talaga.
Right, you're on 17.
Yeah.
Alright. Mirai tries to go for a sucker punch, but again, there's still that barrier thingy in the way. No, and Roshas just didn't even bother thinking about the attack. Crap, is she literally invincible? I don't believe it. There has to be some sort of trick to this.
Sino invisible? Si Rosas, di ba?
Invincible.
Sino?
Rosas, yes. That was Mirai talking to herself. Wait, did you end your turn already? You used your major
Yeah.
action and your
Yeah.
move action. Alright, then I guess it's my turn. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna use all of my movement to move as high up as I can.
Again?
Yep. You're still trying to hit me. Very well. It appears you still have determination and hope. But as soon as I snuff out all traces of hope in you, you'll surely give up and accept your fate now. And with that, she flies ever higher up once again. Super fast as well. No, if she flies any higher, I won't be able to catch up to her anymore with with my crippled legs. And then she'll be able to rain hell from above as much as she likes now. It's Mirai's turn. She can't do anything against her immobile anymore.
Si Rosas, pwede ko pang i-disarm ba? Kaya, pwede ko ba siyang hilain pababa? Ano?
Your id is definitely way out of range to do anything anymore. But I don't know if you can find some sort of clever way to get past your range limit. Kinda like how Josuke made that boomerang attack against Kira that one time during his fight. And made a projectile. That's pretty cool. Take your time.
Pwede ba mag-cheat na si Mami?
What do you mean?
Gamit ako nito. Ano nga itong dalawa nito?
The black one is legend points. You use them to get advantage on your next roll for free. And then the green ones are idea points. You use them to give me. You give them to me if you want an answer to a
Yeah.
question.
Sige.
You gotta ask a question first.
What is the weakness of Rosas?
Her weakness. Well, I can't tell it to you directly. But I can tell you right now. Tempestissimo's ability is not what it seems. She is firing long-range attacks at you. Her id is long-range, that much is true. But there is something about her ability that she's deceiving you with. And you have to try to figure it out.
Pwede ba akong gumamit ng ano?
Ano?
Ng boon? Ay, ng vein?
Uh, like I said, Tempestissimo is out of reach, so you can't attack her with any Banes.
How about boon?
Yep, that's definitely a thing you can try doing.
Okay. How about haze?
Haste will give you extra speed and some guard, but that won't help you get closer to her. I think.
How about
'Cause she's
telekinesis?
high up in the air. Telekinesis.
Para maisip ko kung ano yung mga next movement ni Rosas.
You're thinking of telepathy.
Ano ba yung telekinesis?
Telekinesis. You reach out and extraordinary control an unattended inanimate object. This may stem from latent psychic ability, magical manipulation of the element of air, anti-gravity technology, or similar sources. Telekinesis is basically you moving things. So what object do you want to try moving?
I will try to move the tree para ipapatama kay Rosas para bumagsak siya sa sahig.
Right, well, I did say you guys are in the clearing. The forest is pretty far away, but even if we did say that there was a tree nearby, I'll say conveniently that Mirai is near that rock that I mentioned, falling before and making noise. It's a big rock, but it's not actually stuck on the ground, so Mirai can telekinesis it. It's way too heavy for her to throw as a projectile weapon against Tempestissimo, but she might be able to use it for some other purpose. If she can move it.
Hindi niya pwedeng iangat para ito kay Rosas.
No. It's a boon, so it can't be used for offensive things anyway.
Ikaw cover up ko na lang sa sarili ko.
Alright, that works for me. Roll for movement. Are you gonna do anything else? This is a major action. Your move action, I'm not sure what you can do with your move actions. You can't move using your legs anymore. After all.
Hindi na ako pwede gumamit ng Bane.
Like I said, that's an attack and she's not within reach. So is this just gonna be a focus action then?
Yeah.
Alright, with 2 extra dice then.
So guys. Ano? Advantage, disadvantage.
Advantage.
10, 6, and 7.
Alright, that's good. Our rock is now giving Mirai some cover. And Mirai
si Mirai ng next ano niya, kung paano niya ba
Mirai makes like a gigantic hand made out of wind using a shooting star, and using that she grabs that rock and pulls it closer to her and hides back. Well, first things first, I need to find some way to avoid coming into contact with any more of her assaults. She's biding her time, preparing for some sort of strong attack right now. So I need time to think.
Yeah.
Alright, Rose has a turn. She's 50 meters into the air now, meaning she is literally no longer in reach for you. There's nothing you can do.
Kita daw ni Rosas kahit nagtatago pa si ano sa ano?
Nah, the rock is still providing good enough cover. Like, Rosas can still see Mirai for sure, but she definitely can't hit her with any more Gatling gun shots with much good accuracy. My god, just please work already.
Pareho tayo.
A 16 plus 4 plus 5.
25.
Oh my god, finally. Well, this is actually kinda bad for you. This was my last attempt. If I failed it again, I would just try a different strategy, but unfortunately for you...
Kawawa naman si Mirai. Immobilize na nga siya, hindi pa siya makaporma. Kasi ano na siya, crippled.
Unfortunately for you, Rosas has disappeared. Suddenly. As Mirai is thinking, Rosas is like, trying to bide your time and make for cover, huh? Well, that's good. That's good. Rosas. She smiles. Mirai peeks from the rock and looks at Rosas high up in the sky. She notices Rosas give a knowing smirk evilly and cruelly at Mirai as she suddenly just vanishes. Mirai's like, where did she go? What's she doing? What's she planning? It's your turn.
Hindi na alam ni Mami. But ka na din. Pwede ba pakilisin niya si Shooting Star kahit hindi nagtatago siya? Si Shooting Star lang ang kikilos.
What do you mean?
Ang king, power si Shooting Star na bibigay siya ng sobrang, brightness para makita kung nasan si, Rosas. Something like that.
Shooting Star needs to be wielded by a person. It doesn't have to be Mirai, although it does work best when it's being used by Mirai. But it does need to be held by someone in order to be used. If it's just in the ground, then it's as useless as a normal sword on the ground. It needs to be wielded by someone.
Hindi
in
na kaya
order...
mag-build ni Mirai?
Nah, she can definitely still use it. What do you mean?
Okay. Kala ko kasi totally immobilized na siya. Wala nang maisip si mami na.
Yikes.
Kasi nawawala na si Rosas so paano pa?
Right, so I believe you've forgotten this, but you have access to the teleport boon, which allows you to move around. It's a move action.
Ayun nga, di ba rin ko na yun?
Yeah?
Ginawa na ni mami?
Yes. Once, to go from here to here. But afterwards, you've never used it again since.
Ayun, gamitin na ni mami.
Alright. Where's Mirai gonna go though with these teleports? She's going to leave the comfort of her safety rock that she just made.
Oh, pag ito teleport naman siya, hindi rin siya pakikitan, di ba?
No, the teleport is just her moving really, really fast using the winds.
Sabali, wala lang. Wala naman si Rosas eh.
If you can invoke it twice using your move and major action, you can move up to 2 tiles.
Kaya sumaanhin niya yung movement kung wala naman yung kalaban niya.
Indeed, indeed.
Tatry ko na lang ulit mag-damaging attack kahit na-clueless siya. Ano niya yung shooting star.
Alright.
Tatry niyang may matamaan.
Alright, go ahead then. Roll for movement. Just movement.
1, 8 lang?
Yes.
Ilan dapat?
Just roll.
Pangit nga na roll ni mami. 5.
Huh?
5.
Where's the D20?
Ang sabi ko, ano lang?
I said to just roll. Also,
19!
it's supposed to be 2d8, not 1d8. Come on.
Ba yan? Oh, 19 plus 7. 26.
Alright, 9, what did you roll?
19, 5, 7.
19 plus 5 plus 7. That's it. Wait, what? 19 plus 5 plus 7?
Yeah.
That is a 31, Mommy. You math terribly.
19 plus 5 plus 7. O nga, no? Bakit kanina pa ganun si Mami?
Anyway, furious at how terribly she is and how powerful Tempestissimo is. Mira is like, damn it! Show yourself! And she just starts slicing at the air randomly while still being unable to move her shit. Wind flies everywhere, cutting nothing but the rain. Except suddenly, one of the wind does hit something. As it hits something, Mirai hears the sound of something cracking. It goes like, you know, like the sound of glass cracking. Mirai hears this, surprised that she was actually able to hit something. She turns her head into the direction of the noise and notices shards of glass falling and dropping into the ground uselessly. She looks up at the sky and notices that a part of the sky seems to have been torn off for some reason.
So from the start pala, may nakaharang talagang glass.
It's a clue, Mommy. Alright, Mirai's like, Glass? It fell. In the sky. There's a tear in it. Wait, could it be? The Tempestissimo's ability isn't actually what it really is? I don't get it. As Mirai is thinking things through, she suddenly hears a noise. $33. Alright, suddenly, Mirai hears someone calling her name. Mirai! It was a very familiar voice for Mirai. Thank goodness, I finally found you, the voice said. Mirai turned around and she couldn't believe what she was seeing, but she couldn't mistake it. The person that was calling out to her, wearing her signature trench coat. What's the signature suit? Suit and necktie, and that messily kept brown hair. She couldn't mistake it. Thank goodness. I've been looking all over for you, Mirai. It's not safe here. Please, come with me. Let's get out of here. Mirai looks at this woman and she says, Genghis?
Who's Jenga?
Don't you remember from last week? It is the Italian person that saved Mirai a long time ago, and is actually the person that she's looking for, and that's why she asked for help from the Angel Seekers in the first place. And now here she is, Genghis, right in the flesh. I don't have her anymore, so I don't have her face anymore with me. Yeah, anyway, yeah, there she is.
Saan? Saan?
Bam. There, do you see her?
Yeah.
Genghis Chrysler in the flesh. How does Mirai respond to this? I forgot the name of it, but Mirai should remember this about Genghis. Her id ability. I forgot what it was called. Unlimited Blade Works, String Theocracy, one of those two. But she has the ability to unleash string out from her body, and anyone she manages to touch with the string, she can manipulate their brains and make them see illusions. She can also condense the string into a humanoid form for punching, but it has reduced range. So
Thank goodness, Jankus, you're here. I don't really know what to do, and I'm just clueless as hell.
Well, don't worry then. I'm here. We'll get through this together, just like last time. I promise.
So we have to be out of here in this place, because I think that this place is just an illusion.
Mirai resists the urge to cry. Genghis notices the situation Mirai is in seemingly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mirai is just so helpless and hopeless.
you were shot. And can you move your legs? Don't worry then. I'll approach you. And then I'll carry you out of here. Whoever's after you right now, I'll save you again.
Okay.
Anyway, Genghis is gonna approach me right now.
Ikaw. Sino yan? Bakit? Ano? Tignan ko sa. Bakit? Okay.
Genghis approaches Mirai. She looks at her. She looks all over her, noticing all the injuries she suffered. You look terrible. Not to mention you're pretty wet.
So, hindi ka na matandaan si Jenga talaga.
Like I said, you never met her. She is Genghis Chrysler is the main character from the first season, and she was the character that Journal played when we first originally played this series. Don't worry about it. Genghis, where's Majora? Your sister. Shouldn't she be with you? Isn't she lonely? We got split up actually, and I'm trying to find her right now. Stupid rascal of a sister. Anyway, I can at least warm you up with my jacket. Genghis unbuttons her coat and gives it to Mirai. Genghis pats Mirai in the head. Don't worry, Mirai. It's all fine now. I'm here. You won't have to worry about a thing anymore. You can take a rest now. You must be tired. You can close your eyes. And rest permanently. Mirai suddenly opens her eyes at this as she feels a throbbing, intense pain at her stomach. A knife had been lunged right into her stomach by Genghis. And it is here that Mirai realizes something. A little too late. You're not Genghis. The facade falls off, and it is revealed what truly happened.
It was roses. Okay.
The knife is also revealed for what it truly is, a shard of glass. Do you see now? This is the fate that always befalls all of my victims. I'm sorry, but it had to be done. Rosas takes off the glass shard off of Mira, and she drops down limp on the rock, just barely staying conscious. Rosas begins walking away. She puts her hand out like this, and Mirai hears some more glass shards. Suddenly, the sky begins shattering, and the clear sky returns instead of rain, as tons upon tons of glass shards all manifest and head back towards Rosas. This is the true form of Tempestissimo. It is nothing more than mere glass. Of course, they're still shards of glass, and as anyone would tell you, they're quite deadly and sharp. There's 1,540 of them individually, and I have full control over what they reflect. It is thanks to this ability that no one has ever managed to beat me victoriously. As Rosas walks away and is giving off this explanation, sure of her victory, suddenly Rosas and Mirai hears a gunshot. Rosas notices it just in time, and she reveals her parasol, opens it up, and blocks the bullet with her parasol, which is apparently bulletproof. As she takes the parasol off to see who shot it, Rosas and Mirai notices that who shot it. Mirai recognizes her. It's a young girl, and she was in the chapel. She was eyeing Rosas before the two of them left to do their fight.
Andun na pala siya ever since, hiding. And pinapanood niya yung labanan nila, Mirai and Rosas.
Yes.
Okay.
I finally found you at last, Rosas! And Rosas simply eyes at her confusingly. She closes her parasol again and asks a question. Pardon me, but can you tell me who you are? You don't remember, don't you? I've come here for revenge.
You killed my
A
father.
year ago, it was you, wasn't it? You killed my brother. He was the only family I had left. And now that he's gone, I have no one to live for anymore. Except for one thing, and that's to see you dead. I've been looking all over for you now. But now I've finally found you. I may not have an IT ability, but I do have this gun. All I need is one shot right in the head, and you'll be dead. I see. I killed your brother. My condolences. I don't remember doing that anymore. However, since you're so insistent on fighting me, I'm afraid I have no choice but to fight back. Mira is like, no, I can't let that happen. She's technically
She's
an
just a
innocent
child.
civilian.
She's just a child.
She can't be involved in this. I have to do something. As she says this, I need my full power. Shooting star is not enough, and reverse star definitely won't be of any use in this situation. I need her full power. Come to me, Mirai Dorobo. To be continued.
Grabe parang main billing na nga itong si Rosas. Masyado siyang mysterious. And she'd love to kill. Kaya, sa kanya, very easy peasy lang.
Nah, she tries to go out, she tries to make sure she avoids needless killing if possible, remember? She talks to her victims before killing them, in fact, right?
Ayan. Nantok si Mami. Ay, ito pala yung hilain. Nantok si Mami.
Nice.
Takot ko good.